You get a championship, and you get a championship, and you get a championship, and you get a championship. Let's talk about it. I'm John Rentham with my review of AEW Rampage Championship Friday. Oh, now they decide to put effort into Rampage as Collision is just around the river bend. This has to be the best edition of Rampage in a while because they put effort into it. I'm not going to say, of course, that all editions of Rampage have been bad, but a lot of it, especially for the last number of months, while there's maybe been one good match, a couple good moments, it's felt like filler. And sure, this was still taped, but at least the crowd was into it, and it featured wrestling, mostly. So we have JR, Shivani, and Excalibur on commentary. That helped. Not having Chris Jericho on commentary screeching and not adding anything. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I really think that JR and Excalibur could call a thing. And I like Shivani. Do not misunderstand me. I just think Shivani should be used sparingly. And you don't need 3 or 4 people on commentary every single goddamn show. Taz and Excalibur calling this thing would be fine. But then, how would you justify whatever you're paying JR? Which has to be at least $500,000, I would think. But nevertheless, Commander taking on Dralistico and the Viking Man. The Viking Man can because he does a bunch of flips and crashes through a table. So it's the AAA Mega Championship 3-way match. And look, you weren't going to get a lot of psychology with this. You were going to get flips and kicks and Commander running the ropes and doing their thing. And it wasn't bad. It's just the problem is so much of this stuff is bad. I mean, Vikingo can do, or Vikingo, however you say it, he can do some impressive shit. But eventually, like, this match was kept at least short because I don't really know how long these guys could have gone at this pace. And the crowd was into it. There was a Lucha Libre chant. The crowd was really into it. Commander ran the ropes. They did the stuff. There was a table tumble crash because the Viking Man has to get that in. And then hits a Rana variation 1, 2, 3. Not bad. It wasn't a bad opener. Crowd was into it. Team TNA is in the back, and I've had it. Just have Jeff Jarrett as a goddamn backstage guy. Same with Sanjay. Just, you don't need to have these remnants of TNA on a 2023 program. Bad TNA. And Karen Jarrett is there. She's upset at Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe basically talking to her. And I'm going to say right now that Karen Jarrett is lucky that she was married to a professional wrestler when she was brought onto TNA programming. And quite frankly, has never deserved any television time. She's a goddamn raging bitch and a goddamn moron and doesn't deserve the opportunities she's gotten. Go do the Real Housewives, whatever fucking state you come from. Raise your kids and don't plague a wrestling program. And I called it on, it was either, I've done a lot of programming, sorry. The Double or Nothing review, or even AEW Dynamite, that they're going to do a mixed tag and it's going to feature Aubrey Edwards in the ring. And Aubrey is trained for this, and Aubrey is athletic. She's great. I love Aubrey. But the stuff with Karen Jarrett didn't even work when they did it with Chyna, aka Joni Laurer, back at Sacrifice 2011. It's not going to work now. Now, it's going to be a gimmick match. It'll probably happen on a Rampage. God forbid if this happens on a live Dynamite. Because Karen can't do anything. She can't. She's not athletic at all. So, when is this match going to happen? Did they announce it? I don't know. I feel bad for Mark Briscoe. Please, 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 please get him away from this shit. Please. If you want to have him and Jay Lethal team up eventually, that would be fine. But god damn it, this is bad. This is the only bad part of the show. Zack Sabre Jr. then took on Action Andretti. They apparently remember Action Andretti exists, and it was the New Japan TV Championship match, 15-minute time limit, and if it goes to a time limit, then the winner is determined by a coin flip, which I don't exactly get. But nevertheless, why is Rick Knox officiating this? I didn't even think Rick Knox could stay mobile for 15 minutes, considering that he looks like an Egyptian mummy who was just recently resurrected. Zack Sabre Jr. is a joy to watch. Zack Sabre Jr. is an actual wrestler, unlike some people in this company and in wrestling in general. And Zack Sabre Jr. is just great. Fucking love Zack Sabre Jr. Which he's on New Japan. I haven't been able to catch anything on Ring of Honor because I'm not subscribed to Honor Club because there's only so much wrestling I can watch, guys. But I know he's been doing defenses of the New Japan TV Championship. And Honor Focus by ZSJ. Action Andretti showed some good fire here, but it was obvious Zack was going to win. He eventually did get the victory, even after hitting a point, or he got beaten, rather. Action Andretti did, because Zack no-sold the Poison Rana. The Poison Rana is stupid, by the way. Really, really goddamn stupid. And then eventually gets the arm trap and gets the victory. Good stuff. Messy coverage by me, but good stuff. Willow Nightingale took on Emi Sakura. New Japan Strong Women's Championship. I don't care how skilled Emi Sakura is in the ring. I can't take her seriously. I've not been able to take her seriously for a few years. I can't. I can't. There are people who like her, that's fine. Willow showed off some good power. Emi did some moves fine, but again, I can't take her seriously. Willow eventually won after the pounce, the cannonball, and the Dr. Bomb 1, 2, 3. Nothing wrong with it. Like, so far, we're clicking along. This is going pretty good. And then Lee Moriarty took on Shibata. Thanks, Chris, my best friend. By the way, if you happen to be watching this, I can never hear Shibata's name the same way again. He knows why. It's just a fun inside joke. Ring of Honor Pure Championship. Christopher Daniels, Jerry Lynn, and BJ Whitmer are the judges if it goes to a time limit. Didn't go to a time limit. I forget what the limit is. Is the limit 60 minutes? Because the limit was 60 minutes. There's no way it was going to go as the limit. 15 minutes is the limit. 30 minutes. I don't know that much about Ring of Honor, in all honesty. I've seen some stuff. I've enjoyed some of it, but nevertheless. 3 rope breaks per person. It's cool to see Shibata here. Great technical work. Moriarty ended up using up all of his rope breaks. He did get a nice crossface at one point, but then got trapped by the sleeper and the PK. 1, 2, 3. And there you go. Then Daniel Garcia showed up because he was once the Ring of Honor Pure Champion and wants the title back. If you can get Garcia permanently away from Jericho's group and actually present him as a wrestler and rebuild him for a year, because it's going to take that long, you could maybe get something out of Garcia. But this whole association, disassociation, and then reassociation with Jericho has not done him any favors. I'm glad that Shibata is getting to wrestle occasionally, even though I think it's pretty obvious he's probably got maybe 1 or 2 years left. I mean, good as he is, it's a miracle he was able to come back after the brain surgery that he has. No, not taking his brain out and then having to fix something like somebody reported, but no, to fix something that, broken his brain because, he liked to headbutt the fuck out of people. This is pretty decent. Decent episode of Rampage. Again, I don't know. I doubt I'm going to review Rampage, unless they really ramp it up and make it must-see television. I doubt I'm going to review it once Collision starts. We'll see. That being said, enjoyable edition of Friday Night AEW programming. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritland. I'll see you soon.